But even then, if you want to make change, if you really want to make change, the best thing to do is to mess with someone's pockets. You know, could segue to Bud Light. Anheuser-Busch, is that what it's called?
That's what I believe it's called.
Well,
my American, good old Southern pronunciation.
that drawl, that Cali drawl.
Yeah.
Where I moved out here, when I moved out here to the South, bro. There was like beers, like, cause I'm not a real big drinker, so there was beers out here I'd never even heard of, but there was always cold Bud Light at the gas station, right? That's like, you go to any store, you'll see the blue can, right?
The good old blue can Bud Light.
One of the easiest beers to just go and drink, and you know, if you drink enough of them, you'll feel good at the end of the day. But now they put that. Hey, that's what people are saying. Kid Rock done blasted.
Fuck Bud Light and fuck Anheuser-Busch. Have a terrific day.
You got country singers like not even wanting to be bothered with it no more. I think what really did it though, what's crazy, how I feel about the Bud Light thing, they did the Country Music Awards, right? And then they did the Bud Light thing, like boom, right after. Let's take over let's hit the heart of America music right there, right in the middle of smack dead in the middle of Texas. Let's punch them right in the stomach and then take their beer away. That's my opinion. That's how I feel about it. And now Kid Rock out here shooting it up.
There's got to be a focus group or something that could have told him, like, yo, this is a bad idea. And nothing against trans people.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing against them.
Beer don't got a gender. Yeah, beer don't got. Let the can be the can. The can is so iconic that even Natty Ice tries to copy Bud Light. You know what I'm saying? The Natty Ice can looks just like a Bud Light can, so you might grab them by accident. That's how good the can is, and Bud Light is respected like that. That is crazy to me.
I've always looked at beer like whenever I went to go pick a beer, bro, like for real. Like the first beer I ever had was a Mickey's, and that shit was disgusting to me. Tall can, Mickey's. One of the homies got it for me back in the day. And then I moved over to King Cobra, and then I had one, what was that, Still Reserve? That shit is terrible. My brother would always drink Bud Light. It was easy, 6-pack, 12-pack, like just pick it up, go get the 12-pack for me, boom. And if I really wanted a real beer, I would pick Bud Light for a real beer. If I want the real beer taste, I'm gonna get a rear. Boy, if you don't get real beer, like a lager or some real beer,
5 times over.
like I'm not gonna pick something that light. So I honestly didn't know that Bud Light had that much of an impact on the common drinker. This is coming from someone who don't normally drink. Like I don't indulge in drinking. That's just not my thing. But if I do drink, I'm not gonna go to the store like, hey, damn, I want a Bud Light. And this is pre all this shit with Budweiser. But how many the Anheuser-Busch product list is huge. Like they got King Cobra, they got Budweiser, Bud Light, they got the Clamato, whatever. I don't even know how many products. You know which one I'm talking about. That shit is disgusting too, with the V8 in there.
Have you tried the regular Bud Light? And not Bud Light, just Budweiser, the white and red can.
That's disgusting as well.
It's strong.
That shit is
stronger.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. The only beer that I like that's probably like marketable or whatever that I enjoyed was Miller's, but it was so much more expensive.
Miller and Miller Lite, and then
like Miller Lite.
What was that
Coors
Which
Light.
one was banquet beer?
Blue Ribbon, I think. Was it Blue Ribbon? Yeah, like red, white, and blue on it. Red ribbon, blue ribbon, some shit. I don't know. Yeah, Natty Ice. Bro, you can get jacked
That's
off
the cheap stuff.
if you can get more jacked up off of Natty Ice than you can a Bud Light. Natty Ice tall.
Now I drink. Now when I drink, I do like the small batch IPA stuff. I don't even drink regular Bud Light or anything like that anymore.
Yeah, I don't like.
Especially now. No.
Last thing I had. This man said, especially now. Holy shit. I'm just thinking.
The only people drinking those bottles are colorblind.
Basically. Like, and I remember when Bud Light Platinum came out. That shit was delicious at the time. Like, because just at the time, like, I'm younger drinking beer. Like, oh, this shit clear. Da, 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 da. Now it's like,
this shit's clear.
Bro, it was straight back in the day.
What is it, Sprite remix? Because it's clear?
No, it wasn't clear. It was like, it just tasted like it tasted better. Like, there wasn't no grit. You know, you have Bud Light, you got that can taste, or even if you get Bud Light in a whatever you get it in, it just has that taste. Like, it's watered down and then still kind of gritty. Like, that shit's not a real beer to me. It's never been a real beer. It's just something that you get. You know, I can get to 12 cans for $10, or if I can get 12 cans or 6 bottles for $12. What I'm gonna do? All right, well, I'm gonna get more bang for my buck. Hell, I'll just get the Bud Light. That's how I feel about Bud Light. But if I'm going to the store like, we about to go get smashed, I'm going to the vodka part. That shit gonna taste good. I'm gonna put it like that. I'm not going for beer.
They have like a whole campaign with this who's this with a certain
Dylan.
person, right? Like, is it a trans person?
Nah, it's just a dude that's been wanting to be famous forever, bro. He been on Price is Right before. He been on Reba before. Not Reba. What the hell? Ellen.
Reba.
Bro.
Oh, Ellen. I was
yeah,
like, Reba,
Ellen.
Taking me back.
Probably the country music part is why I said Reba. But he been on multiple things as a dude. And then now all of a sudden,
Dylan Mulvaney?
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Mulvaney?
I'm telling you, bro, his generation is crazy. But I mean, the way I look at it, if people stop buying the products, like, cause it's not just Bud Light, bro. Homeboys with Nike, homeboys with like a whole bunch of shit, but that's besides the point. Just stop buying the products. Like, I love Disney movies just because of the nostalgia factor, but I don't got Disney Plus. I'll just outright buy the movie. I don't got Netflix. I don't got Hulu. Like, I don't buy hella Nike shit. Like, if you don't want to support their business, then don't support their business in a way. But the fact that how they're just like, here you go. This is what you want. Nah, this ain't what I want, bro. That's not what we asked for. Nobody asked for this with Budweiser or anything.
Man, he's about to start something with that whole Disney thing.
Oh man,
we I don't know if we got time to go into that, man.
I mean, as a kid, like movies like Escape from Witch Mountain and like Boy Meets World, even Stevens, like shows like that when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? Despite how crazy and knowing how and everything how Disney was and like how the entertainment industry and how crazy the shit actually is, those memories still, you still can't take the memories away. Like if you hear about Even Stevens, you're still gonna remember funny ass scenes that happened when you was a little kid.
Can you imagine being a child star like your whole life, getting that silver spoon, and then being Demi Lovato pulling it out and lighting with the lighter?
Orlando Brown.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Bro. He literally was like born into Hollywood, bro. Like he was like a Hollywood baby. He was supposed to be like the prodigal, how to make a Hollywood baby, bro. So like the crazy part about the Bud Light thing though, like it's not even a real beer, but I get it. It's easy to get to. I didn't know Kid Rock liked it that much. I had no clue.
Oh, people are sentimental about their beers, man.
Like, okay, so people treat beer like their cars. Like, you gotta have the right beer in your refrigerator.
Well, yeah, it's like preference. You know what I'm saying? Like when I go to the store, I always get Coke Zero or Pepsi Zero. I don't know. I guess it's just like a preference thing. If it's a habit thing. If you always go and Bud Light's your beer of choice, and you go and mess with it, of course there's gonna be some blowback. I mean, it's almost changing that can is almost as bad as changing the retirement age in foreign countries. There's gonna be some blowback.
But I remember
Just saying.
for like throughout the whole pandemic, I was drinking Coronas. Like Corona with lime. I get the 6-pack. But nobody was touching Corona because of coronavirus.
Nope.
Like Corona Light, Corona Extra is really what I've been drinking. I'm not a big drinker, but like I said, if I want a real beer, I'm not going with a Bud Light. I'm going with something that's gonna hit me, and I know it's gonna hit me. That shit's crazy. But I wonder how, like,